Hello. Tomorrow our group we have a mission that to interview someone in the Thai Research Expo 2023. So let's go.
Like to introduce our laboratory worker from design. We have three categories of the work. So let's focus on the first one. The first one is an innovative nanocoating. So we produce the solution to prevent the dust and prevent the water. So we have two formula. First formula, we have the code name A1/1, and the second formula, we have the code name A3/1. These two formula have different because the first one we produce, we would like to develop the solution to have the property for two properties. One property is to repellent the water, and second property is to repellent the dust. Dust it from environmental is the crisis, is the dangerous thing to protect on the solar panel. If the solar panel can prevent the dust and prevent the water, it will increase the high solar efficiency. But the second one, we just develop only to focus and concentrate on only the dust, because we see that in Thailand, the most of important thing problem is the dust. Every part of Thailand have the dust everywhere. That's why we focus on only dust. And this formula we will specific to prevent the dust only. That's why it's two different. But it depends on the customer. If you want to choose one or one, it depends on the location or the condition or efficiency that you want to increase. The cost is also different also. Because if you choose the first formula, you can have some two properties that the water repellent and we increase as super hydrophobic property, and anti-dust also. That, but when we have customer, we will keep contact and try to analyze with them which formula is property, which formula is suited for them, like that. Okay. But the most of customer to come to our company, we recommend that this formula A3/1 because most of them have some problem about dust. It's the most important for them. And this formula have the lower cost and it's easy to apply on the surface panel also. Okay, this is the solar panel technology for us. And we also develop from this solution. It start with the solar panel, but we apply to the construction as like in the concrete structure, in the construction as concrete surface. We develop this solution from A1/1 into the surface coating to prevent from the moss, lichen, or any kind of moisture to the wall that will reduce the vision or make it like dirty. That if you spray or you coat the thin film of this solution into the surface of the wall, it will protect the water from the water or protect from the evident crisis of the problem and make the vision or make the wall at the same time of its cup. Okay, like this, if you see. This is the uncoated surface. The uncoated surface, when you drop the water, it absorbs well from the water into the matrix of the surface. Okay. When the water absorbs into the matrix, it will make some problem on the matrix, like the break of the molecule or the concrete will break down. But the coated surface, it protects the water not absorb into the surface, so it will look like the similar as well. Okay. Now, so we have the another kind of our product. Okay, we as the COVID period, pandemic of the COVID period, we are live in the world and we see the COVID pandemic, right? So it's damaged our health so much. That's why here is the innovative of the thin film coating on the surface. We apply to the thin film of polyethylene, and we develop this surface film about some material to kill the virus, or not only in COVID, but every virus that damage virus in every kind of the surface that we have to touch, as like in the elevator or in the tap or the lock. Okay, we can coat or we will coat on the some sticker film, and then we will use this sticker film to attach on that. It will prevent from you. It's killed only in 5 minutes, but in Japan or in Europe, they claim that they can kill the virus in about 1 hour, but we have faster. Only 5 minutes we can kill, and we kill 99.999%. is our reward innovative work. And the last one, the reward. Okay, we apply from this work into the nanocube to make the cellulose or the matrix of nanocube to protect from the virus and any kind of dangerous bacteria also. Okay, but this guy depend on the like the tool or the equipment that you have to touch in everyday life. Okay, like that. Okay, that maybe when you go outside, you work, you study, you will touch any kind of bacteria or any evidence of the germ. That when you go to your home or you live in your dorm, okay, you will attach your your some kind of your to your revenue or like something like that. Okay, and this will have some effect of the germ will attach on this. That's why we produce this kind of cube to protect you from the dangerous bacteria or dangerous virus, like this. Okay, about this.
All right. What about this one? Like how you attach your code, how you code on the surface? Like you just spray it on it, or just stick into it by like the stickers or something?
Okay, thank you for your question. As you say, so as I said at the previous, we have two formula, but these two formula have different with the property, and we have different kind of the technique coating also. The first one for the A1/1, we coat by spraying, as you say, but for the A3/1, we coat by the wrapping. Like you have the cloth or the nano clothing, like quite smooth cloth, and we will deposit our solution into the cloth, and then we deposit the solution on the cloth into the panel. So it will use the lower amount of the solution. But here with the spraying process, we will use a lot. If you see, so one standard panel, we have 2 square meters of one standard panel. If you use A1/1, you will spray about 300 milliliters per one panel. But if you use A3/1, you will use only 50 milliliters, so it reduced a lot.
Yeah, it's gonna save a lot of cost.
Yes.
So what about this one? So it's gonna make like our construction like more beautiful, more durable. Is that correct?
Yeah,
for this
it's more
product?
beautiful because we try to keep the same things, the same vision or the same wall as it started. Okay, as we see, because when it stand in the outside, there are a lot of like the season, the raining season, sun heat, or the cold season. That every kind of the environment will affect to the matrix of the material. This will make it some break or something happen with the dirty from it. The coated surface will protect it from the effect that will have the problem or the effect to keep it like the first day as to apply. Okay, to last long lasting.
And what about the main thing that you make the thing that to anti the COVID-19, right?
Mm-hmm.
So how did you come with this formula, like for the material? How do you choose it?
Okay, at first, because we are the laboratory in the National Nanotechnology, we started with the research. We learn with the problem. As the COVID pandemic in the 3 years before, as we know, okay, that is the start of our problem. And we see in human, in everyday life, we have to touch in anything. And we don't know who infect the COVID and who doesn't infect the COVID, but we have the chance to touch at the same place. So that's why we try to produce this product to prevent from that happen. And the product come from the research that we try to find some efficient material. Here is produced from the like a zinc oxide or copper oxide that have the property to protect or kill the virus as well.
So is that all the project that you mentioned before? Is that ready to use for now?
It's ready to use.
Okay.
We commercialize it.
Okay. All right. That's cool. That would be all for us. Thank you for your
You're very welcome.
suggestion.
You're very welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, you can comment below. Thank you. See you. Bye.